I decided that I needed to learn how to effectively shoot at muzzle flash in total darkness with the NIR scope. And I wanted to learn how that's similar to or different from shooting at visible targets that are lit up by moonlight or starlight. I also wanted to do it at 200 and 300 yards. So I picked a location where there is a firing position with targets set at about 190 yards and about 315 yards. Under moonlight, using the normal targets in the NIR scope, I shot groups at each target 3 times and recorded the group sizes. Then I put a flashing LED in the center of each target, and I put a light filter over the NIR scope so I couldn't see anything except the little flashing LEDs, and I shot at each target 3 times. Here I am looking through the NIR scope with the light filter on. At about the 8:30 position is the flashing LED on the target at 190 yards. At about the 2 o'clock position is the flashing LED on the target at 315 yards. Alright, the visible targets under moonlight, I had the light filter off the NIR scope so I could see everything, including the targets. At 190 yards, my first group is a whopping 7.5 inches. Not good. Not very impressive. And at 315 yards, my first group is 5 3/4 inches. The second groups now. My second group at 190 yards is 4.25 inches. And my second group at 315 yards is 6.5 inches. My third group at 190 yards, 6.5 inches. Could have been better. And my third group at 315 yards is 10 inches. Yeah, that could have been better too. Now, the flashing targets. Using a light filter, all I could see was the flashing LEDs and nothing else. My first group at 190 yards is 5.25 inches. My first group at 315 yards is 3.5 inches, and at this point a neighbor is yelling at me, so I have to quit shooting. So looking at the group sizes now, the visible targets, my average at 190 yards was 6 inches, and my flash target group size was 5.25 inches, a little smaller. The visible targets under moonlight at 315 yards, my average was 7.5 inches, and at the flashing target at 315 yards, my average was, well, my group was 3.5 inches. With the visible targets, I often lost my focus on the sight picture when I started the trigger pull on the first shot. After the first shot, I was fine. On the contrary, with the flashing LED targets, I was totally focused on the sight picture with each trigger pull, and that's because it was so difficult to maintain the sight picture. Each shot at a flashing target took 15 to 20 seconds. The group at the flashing target at 315 yards was 4 minutes of angle low, and that's with a scope that's sighted in at 300 yards. The same thing happened during practice. I need to know why it happened. I'm not sure if it happened because the light filter is on it or not. I need to know why.